Hey friends, thanks for joining me here at Non-Toxic Home today. I'm Leanna, and I apologize that I look so far away from you. We have a window right over there, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. And if I sit up here, I look like part angel, part devil. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to blind you with the sunlight, so that's why it looks like I'm so far away. Sorry about that. I don't have any curtains. Don't need them here in the middle of the woods. So I've had some people asking ever since I wrote that short article about the DARPA professor or associate, whatever you want to call him, the person who I consider to be one of the most qualified public figures associated with mind control technology here in the United States. Some people asked me after I posted that, thinking that I was a targeted individual, and I do not believe that I am a targeted individual by those technologies specifically. I do believe I'm targeted by Satan. Satan hates anyone who is bashing lies and sharing the truth. The reason why I researched that topic just a little bit, didn't take much, is because I knew that some of the G technology, those frequencies, I had seen some studies where some specific frequencies were associated with different emotions. And to have emotions, you generally have thoughts. So it wasn't a far stretch to think, well, if technology can elicit emotions, then it can elicit thoughts too. So that's kind of why I looked into it. And yeah, so that technology can certainly accomplish those tasks. It can put certain thoughts in your mind. I will link to the article below that I wrote. I basically said, go watch this incredibly qualified gentleman talk about what he does and the technology that's out there, the technology that's used, and listen to him basically try to garner consent. Well, I don't consent to that sort of thing, personally. Now, the reason I don't think that I'm a targeted individual is because I don't think that I'm a targeted individual. My understanding, and this could be wrong, I am not an expert at all on this topic. I've only researched it maybe a few hours, which isn't long for me personally to really have much of an opinion usually. However, when someone who works with DARPA is talking about it, whew, that's pretty significant confirmation that this stuff really happens. And then of course you've got MK Ultra. That's not a conspiracy, that's fact. There's no disagreeing with that. Those experiments actually happen. There's no controversy as to whether it happened or not. So, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I don't have the thoughts that, from my understanding, people who are targeted individuals have, where they believe they are targeted. And I don't believe I'm targeted, quite frankly. And also, another aspect that I see a lot as far as targeted individuals go is that their manual or analog clocks stop, and I haven't had that happen. I've never had, for example, a sudden incidence of cardiac symptoms and my clock stop at that specific time. And of course we have an analog clock. We have an analog alarm clock. And because we don't use cell phones and there's no reason to use a plug-in alarm clock, we need to use a battery operated one that's safer. Go buy a battery operated alarm clock. I recommend it. So there's my answer to your question. Did I research that topic because I think I'm a targeted individual? No. However, I do have serious concerns about what's going on with the rioting because I have a video on that. in which I describe an evidence-based theory on it. And you can probably guess what it is based on this video and based on the lecture from Mr. DARPA Dude. Thanks for being here. I hope this answered your question and told you why I don't think I'm a targeted individual. Have a beautiful and blessed day, friends.